Hello everyone, welcome to Theology on the Go again, coming to you all the way from Ohio this time. I'm actually on Route 70, heading out for a Christmas vacation. I wanted to address a question I received from a friend of mine on the issue of glorification as related to our first episode, in which we talked about the relationship of justification to sanctification. Glorification is an interesting subject as we discuss the eschatology of it and its relation to the doctrine of union with Christ. But I don't know if we can say exactly the same things about glorification that we say of sanctification. Now remember, we stressed definitive sanctification, which is completed act or the completed work in the sense it's the beginning of our sanctification. It is the initial breach of the power of sin, so that when you believe in Christ and you are united to Him, no longer are you under the power of sin, even though you still sin, but you're not a slave to it. That's definitive sanctification, and the evidence or the scriptural warrant for that comes from Romans 6 and also 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 2, which specifically I think is a powerful argument, because in that verse it speaks of the church having been sanctified. And it's a perfect passive participle, meaning it's a completed work with present effects. Now, when we look at Romans 8, verse 30, verses 29 and following, we see how glorification is wrapped up with the Ordo Salutis and tied up with being united to Christ. But the thing about that is that we don't have, that's an aorist active indicative in Romans 8:30. It's not a perfect passive participle like sanctified is in 1 Corinthians 1:2. So we can't say that there's a definitive sanctification of that sense of glorification. So far as I understand it, I don't claim full authority over the text. I don't know them that well. I haven't studied glorification in particular on the subject, I should say. But there is a sense also in which, yes, we partake in glorification now, insofar as we are united to Christ. His glorification, because He's been resurrected, is our glorification, and we have been renewed in the inner man, and we are being changed from one degree of glory to another. That's from 2 Corinthians 3. So there is an already not yet, a realized aspect of our glorification that we should absolutely affirm that it is not complete, and we await Christ's return in order for our glorification to be consummated, which we will receive glorified bodies as Christ received when He was resurrected, because He is our first fruits, the actual first fruits of the same resurrection, the same harvest. Christ's resurrection is ours, and it's all part of a singular elliptical event, an event that has two focuses. One, Christ's first coming and His death, His resurrection and ascension, and the second focus, His return. So thanks for listening, and maybe we'll talk to you in Indiana or something like that. So we hope you have enjoyed this. Why don't you visit us online at reformedforum.org.